even as a professional like myself, we get stage anxiety. Yeah,
Even now?
Ya, udah tampilnya sama 2 presiden hebat, ibaratnya gitu. Saya nih, waktu itu kan Joy umur berapa? Sorry, waktu di depan Barack Obama.
never stop learning. It's always a room for you to grow and to learn, and always listen to all kinds of music too. It helps you become a better musician and
Halo.
Hai Hard Rockers.
Welcome back to Game High Air Bali Podcast with me Maria.
With Miss Sonia.
Dan kali ini kita nggak cuma berdua, kita ditemenin
Iya.
sama seorang yang very very special.
Bener.
Dia
Ini
adalah
spesial.
3 kali dapat nominasi di Grammy
Luar
Awards.
biasa.
Dan juga adalah orang Indonesia, orang Asia pertama termuda yang berhasil masuk di Grammy nominees.
Keren banget, siapa lagi kalau tidak bukan
Joey Alexander.
Joey Alexander.
Halo Bali.
Halo Bali.
By the way, he's performing on the 21st of September di Bali. Jadi supaya nggak kelewatan infonya, stay tune.
Iya betul.
Wherever you go, it's a good morning hard rocker show.
So, Joey, kamu sudah pernah 3 kali dapat Grammy nominees. You get to perform in the White House di depan 2 presiden Amerika. Siapa aja?
Ada Barack Obama
Dan
ada Bill
Clinton.
Betul.
Sempat masuk acara TV juga 16 Minutes
Betul.
di CVS.
Banyak ya. Kalau
Albumnya masuk Billboard Top 200 ya.
Yeah.
And banyak banget lah dia pokoknya kebanggaannya.
betul, kebanggaannya luar biasa sekali.
Yes, tapi sebenarnya pertanyaannya itu satu, Joey. How did you start? Kok bisa awalnya kecemplung ke musik sampai sedalam itu, sampai kamu dari muda udah benar-benar berkarir dan juga berprestasi?
Yeah, it's pretty simple.
Really
Because I'm from here,
Mm-hmm.
Bali. Lahir saya di Denpasar.
Oh
Yeah.
ya.
Tapi to make things short, I think I'm very grateful to have supportive parents, and it was never according to plan that I would be where I am today. To travel and see the world and meeting interesting people and people who are well accomplished,
Yeah.
and also to be at this stage of my career is a blessing. And so I got to, even though jazz doesn't play a big part, I would say in Indonesia in general,
Yet.
but I got to see some really good music even in this island of Bali. They were really good about jazz musicians performing around Bali. So my parents would take me to see shows, or sometimes kalau di jazz kan it happens during the late hours.
Yeah.
Of course, it's for somebody like me, it might be not appropriate for me to see like late night shows. It's really late.
Yeah. Waktu itu umur berapa when your parents starts taking you to see jazz performance?
7.
7.
Yeah, 7 years old.
7 itu belum sekolah ya?
Udah
ya?
SD kelas 1.
SD.
Kalau
Ya,
dulu
sekolah
mungkin
sih.
SD kelas
SD.
2
Jadi
ya.
kamu anak
Kelas
SD pulang
1.
sekolah malam-malam diajak nonton musik jazz.
Iya.
Yeah. I know it might sound funny, cuman for me itu kayak, since I didn't really study or go to music school, jadi buat saya itu educationnya aku gitu, to be exposed to music, karena every parent itu I think bisa juga expose anaknya apa aja itu,
Bener.
whatever field you're in, whether it's it can be anything, drawing or music, painting,
Ya.
or dance. I
Yes.
think music and dance
Yeah.
or food are coherent, jadi kayak coexist together. Jadi I think music really has to start at an early stage for your mind to develop and to have interest in the arts. Jadi I'm very grateful for my parents for taking me to see music. And so that's how I got to see or got to meet musicians here in Bali. Jadi itu luar biasa, dan sampai sekarang juga masih ada beberapa tempat yang that has jazz music juga.
Yeah. Do you remember one of the artists that inspires you the most waktu kamu masih kecil dan baru mulai tuh ke-expose dengan jazz performances?
Justru gimana ya? Saya bisa bilang aku nggak mau namain banyak sih
Yeah.
yang that has play a big part in me, karena semua buat saya semua musisi itu penting ya. Not here in Bali dan juga waktu itu saya di Jakarta. Dia ada tempat kayak dulu masih ada sih di Seminyak namanya Ryoshi.
Oh.
Iya, masih ada tuh mainin jazz dulu, ada pemain trompet namanya Leo Sidik, ini masih main juga di sana. Dan Eric Sondi, dan ya ada beberapa musisi lah yang dulu saya ada nama musisinya Koko Hauso, dia seorang musisi dan guru juga, dan dulu saya juga banyak sih, just name a few. Ada namanya musisi dulu juga one of my first piano teachers namanya Bonnie, panggilannya Bonnie Man.
Bonnie Man.
Jadi dia salah satu, actually sometimes I will come by to his place and just to learn songs, of course jazz in particular. So it was, everything was, it happened so fast, and sometimes I forget to take a pause and just to reflect and reminisce sometimes. Wow, can't believe now I get to bisa perform the Grammy. But before that, there's always some kayak little steps in order to achieve the dream or the bigger things in life. Jadi you have to start small, itu sih.
Anyway, mau nanya nih Joy, kan tadi kita udah mention ya, udah tampilnya sama 2 presiden hebat, ibaratnya gitu. Saya nih, waktu itu kan Joy umur berapa waktu di depan Barack Obama?
12.
Umur 12 tahun, mohon maaf, saya umur 12 tahun disuruh tampil depan Barack Obama, saya kayak udah pipis itu.
Gak usah Barack Obama, Pak RT aja
bener.
Kan udah
saya kayaknya udah bergetar itu. Nah Joy, waktu pertama kali tampil nih di depan presiden gitu, pernah ngeblank gak? Atau kayak nervous gitu yang kayak aduh gimana ya ini bakalan kayak gimana ya gitu? Pernah gak sih?
Even as a professional like myself, we get stage anxiety. Yeah.
Even now?
Less.
Okay.
But performing, I think not because of the audience, but sometimes you have that insecurity. What if my performance is not good enough, or how can I bring the best? Which is okay. It makes you focus, in what you want to accomplish and what you can do better. Jadi itu sih paling penting untuk musisi. Sometimes it's okay to have insecurities. It's just how you deal with it, or deal with the nervousness itu kan.
And what did you? Because sometimes people they say something to themselves to make them ready to perform. Do you say something to yourself, or what do you do to make you ready to hit the stage? That's one of the ways, like affirmation or something you say to yourself as a means of motivation kan. Itu penting banget, self-driven motivation tuh, you have to motivate yourself is so important. Cuma for us, or whatever, in what faith you believe in. But for me, as a Christian, I believe that this is a calling from God, and so I
use that as a means to bring back or to give back to what God has given me to share with the audience. So it's actually an act of gratitude, act of giving, because God has given me the gift, and so it's a responsibility to share the gift and to not shy away, but to take courage to share it. Karena kan so for me the audience is the most important thing. Itu jadi audiensnya gak harus Obama gitu. Jadi whoever is in attendance,
Yes.
they are the most important listeners is the fans.
Ah, okay. And do you interact with your fans as well?
Now the time,
Yeah.
but I always feel blessed whenever I see my fans. I think every musician would say the same thing, because they are our true supporters of music, and so I hope to see my fans who have watched me at the Padma Legion on the
Yes.
21st. I hope to see new faces as well for those who want to see my music live. This time I bring Andin along with me and with some of the best Indonesian musicians from Jakarta. Saya akan bawa Eva Zulham on drums, Kevin Joshua on the bass. They're truly one of the finest jazz musicians in Indonesia buat
Yes.
saya.
Nggak sabar banget sih.
Gak sabar aku
So,
mau nonton. Dak.
Iya, tanggal 21
21.
September di Padma,
Iya.
right? But this is not your first appearance in Padma, right?
Enggak, ini kedua kali. Pertama saya main, ya justru lebih instrumental kan. This time around saya akan bawa Andin. Tapi juga kali ini saya material tetap bawain original compositions. Not too long ago, I just released my new album in the US called
Yes.
Continuance. It's my 7th album.
Congratulations, by the way, on the new
Gila,
album.
banyak sekali albumnya.
Yeah. Are you going to bring every song? Not every song. I mean, one song from each album.
Yeah, something like that. We'll
Yeah.
bring songs from each album, and of course some popular songs that I'm going to bring. Also with Andin, she will bring one song from Andin juga akan bawain. Tapi again, I want to thank not only Padma but also Bu Ani Suryanto for having me back to be part of the Padma musical series namanya, dan I'm pretty much looking forward to it to once again share my music here in my home,
Yes.
my native home of Bali. Jadi I'm so excited that I get to share my new works. Jadi saya happy banget sih bisa perform again di Padma.
Of course. And we are also so happy and can't wait for your performance. But other than that, are you planning in anytime soon releasing a new album?
Still in discussion, but yes, I plan to record an album hopefully next year. Yeah, in the US. Of course, as of now, I cannot tell you.
Yeah.
Iya. Nanti
Yeah.
berarti belum
No
boleh di-spill ya.
spoilers, no
Belum
spoilers.
di-spill ya.
But we have something to look for in the next year.
Yeah, of
Hopefully.
course.
Yes.
As artists, we always try to keep ourselves productive, and so even here, I'm so happy that to be honest, I don't really perform the Indonesia. Most of my shows are, I've been blessed to travel in the US, Europe, and now to be back in Bali is it's a nice feeling, to be home, and yes, I bisa share with my friends
Yes.
and my fans here in Bali. I hope they get to enjoy the music, and if you have a chance, get your tickets.
We will put the link below. Yeah.
Jangan lupa dibeli.
Jangan lupa dibeli.
Betul, jangan lupa dibeli, itu mah intinya, terus nonton. Udah.
Karena Joey ini jarang banget ke Indonesia ya. Jadi
Bener.
sekalinya dia di sini
Iya.
wajib dikejar.
Hard Rockers, mumpung orangnya ada loh. Beli tiketnya, kata aku mah.
Iya. But Joey nih, before we round up everything ya, I'm sure yang nonton juga banyak, bukan cuma anak muda, mungkin ada orang yang lebih dewasa juga. They're still trying to chase their dreams. Is there something that you could tell them to, you know, like it's not too late to do whatever you wanted to do?
Yeah, saya berharap sih more young people ya, especially when I say young, even those yang not only in their teens but even little kids, karena to get themselves, nggak harus jazz ya, cuma get themselves have the interest in music. I think it's so important. Dan I think buat saya tuh, saya baru sadar juga lewat radio kayak hard rock atau itu penting juga sih, bisa it can be a tool to get people exposed to music.
Yeah.
I think it's so important. Then my advice, people ask me this a lot actually. Yes, it's never too late, but also I think in my case, you know, I was born in an island that really have access to jazz, meaning jazz can usually, when they think of jazz, it's usually New York.
Yeah.
And some of us, not all of us, can get to be in New York City and play jazz. Tapi I would say itu, you can start wherever you are. And so, and find or seek out those musicians when you can, when you get a chance to see them or learn from them. And even learn from your peers, those around you, or if you in school, can even better, can you get to have your musician friends and always never stop learning. It's always a room for you to grow and to learn, and always listen to all kinds of music too. It helps you become a better musician and have a better perspective from different artists.
Gitu San.
Iya, jujur aku pengen juga jadi pianis dah.
Pengen juga
Tapi
ya.
paling mentok sekarang aku di pianika.
Pianika ya.
Sambil niup gitu. Anyway, thank you Joey udah mau ngobrol sama kita di GMHR Bali Podcast kali ini. Tapi mungkin ya Hard Rockers pengen tahu nih lebih banyak soal Joey. Mau lihat kayak nanti rilis albumnya kapan, atau mungkin ada next eventnya ada di mana dan lain sebagainya, bisa ngecek di mana sih?
Kalau mau cek event, Joey Alexander music.today ya, if you want to find more about information about my whereabouts. Most of the performances will be, well actually I will do some shows in Asia sih in October.
Oh ya?
Ya, ada di Hong Kong, ada di Shanghai,
Wow.
to be part of some really major jazz festival. Jadi di Hong Kong Jazz Festival, dan di China itu namanya Montreux Jazz Festival. I will be part of their roster. So yeah, that's my upcoming shows. So far.
Oke,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
Hebat sekali, aku bangga loh maksudnya.
Aktif sekali.
Iya, udah bisa keliling-keliling. Saya keliling Banjar aja sih maksimal, teman-teman. Ya,
Gak apa-apa.
nggak apa-apa.
Tenang.
Tapi aku bisa main pianika.
Nggak apa.
Nanti kita featuring ya Joy. Ntar aku niup, gitu.
Berat senyumnya, nggak usah dipaksa, nggak apa-apa.
Nggak usah ya.
Nggak
Iya, maaf deh.
Nggak usah.
Namanya juga
Oke,
usaha ya.
Namanya juga usaha.
Namanya
nggak
juga
apa-apa.
usaha.
Joy,
Bener.
once again, thank you so much
you
for
so
sharing
much.
your stories
Yeah.
and for being such an inspiration. Kita berasa.
Jangan lupa bilang good luck
Apaan?
nanti tanggal 21 ya,
Good luck
karena
tanggal 21.
Oh,
jangan lupa beli tiketnya.
By the way, the show starts at 7 p.m. So yeah, thought you should know.
Iya.
Jangan lupa.
Starts at 7, so
Jam
at least
7.
come at 6.
Ya, kalau bisa jam 5 nggak apa-apa.
Kalau bisa jam 5,
Iya.
mau nginep juga nggak apa-apa.
Mau nginep nggak
Karena kan
apa-apa.
di Padma bisa
Iya,
nginep.
bener banget, masuk banget itu ya.
Alright, then so once again, Joey, thank you so much.
Thank you so
much,
Joey.
Semoga
bangga
sukses selalu, semakin
Iya.
membanggakan Indonesia,
Iya,
orang tua, dan pastinya diri kamu sendiri juga.
Dan terus menjadi berkat bermanfaat buat orang lain, Joey.
Betul.
Haleluya. Masuk. Thank you juga.
Alright, so that's it GMHR Podcast
Yep.
for today. Kita ketemu lagi di episode berikutnya. Jangan
Benar.
lupa untuk nonton di YouTube dan juga dengerin podcast kita.
Betul.
berikutnya.
Jadi jangan kelewatan untuk topik seru lainnya.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.